Hello, my computer duders. It's that time once again. Playing more Incision. I played the rest of that one level off of stream, so you didn't have to suffer through watching me get my shit pushed in. Although maybe you enjoy it, I don't know. You wouldn't do that to me. You're my little buddies. Let me know if you have video and audio. Who am I in this, by the way? That's unclear. Who I am is not important. What's important is what I'm gonna do. Little cat, get in my lap. She doesn't want to cuddle anymore. She loves her fortress too much. The Toad Fortress. How much do I got? It goes over 100%. What the fuck? Why am I just now learning of this? We're beyond wall meat now. It's just everything meat. It's logically where the meat arms race ends up. Oh, you got wall meat? Well, we got floor meat. You got floor meat? Well, we got fucking ceiling meat. Oh, you think that's cool? We got everything meat. How are we doing? I don't see any way out of here. That's just a way to cut through those vascular barriers I didn't see before. Nope. This reminds me of parts of Pigsaw. That's not the sound that should make. This game and Pigsaw should be one and the same. You're gonna get incised. You believe you won't? Fool. You deeply sexual fool. Incision comes when one least expects it. It's like Narnia. How the fuck do I get up there? I can see up there. Am I missing? Oh, I see. I have to jump over this. I was really frustrated for like 2.2 seconds. How high does this go? Hang on. Okay, max is out at 150. How do you like it? Shoot your spinny disc at me. I recouped some of that. I like that. It's like recycling cans after you spend $1 a piece on Arizonas. You get a little bit of it back. I do love giving. I do so love to give. It is gib, by the way, not giblet. They say it's gib because of giblet, but that's heresy. That's erroneous. Oh, it's one of these. Oh, baby. gotta have a lot of blood in it. This reminds me of the world from Octopus City Blues. Am I way off? I wouldn't fuse these two together though. What my heart wants what it wants, and what it desires is a fusion of this game and Pigsaw. Pigsaw already feels like it takes place in the same universe. How could this not be the Pigsaw universe? Ought I not have to have wasted that. That was a clumsy sentence. The weapons have grown on me. They just take a little getting used to. What is... Oh, alright. Already had that. I guess that's to make doubly, triply sure you have all the weapons. This is where I would live in this world. I'd hold up in here with like a curtain. And just eat the wall meat and drink its blood. I hope it doesn't mutate me. We need like a sideways dash. Do we have one? No, we don't. We could really use a side dash for dodging. Oh baby, that didn't go as well as it could have. I'm gonna be waiting, lurking, for more people to show up so that I can force them to sit through my AI videos. What is going on with my phone? No, I don't want that. Stop that. Oh, I coughed onto it, that's why. Capacitive touch screens. Okay, the touch screen's not working at all. There we go, I wiped it. Sorry to be gross. The one viewer, one precious viewer that I value tremendously. I've been down there. Is there anything through here? Oh, this is the shortcut that opens up. That's clever. I love when they do that. When they open up the level as you progress. That's so considerate. What the fuck? Why am I just now discovering this works as a chainsaw? That's the only thing this game is missing. Until now. Why did I not check for alt fires? That's OP as fuck. Holy shit. Did you die? Those incendiary grenades really don't do a lot. I want this to be set in the Pigsaw world. It's really more like the Organ Quarter world. Y'all remember watching me stream Organ Quarter, right? With the Cheeseman? The quivering, trembling Cheeseman? This is like a Quake total conversion in a good way. Been down there, haven't I? Yes, I have. I like levels build upon themselves also. See, the grenade doesn't even take out the lowest level enemy. I gotta go back, I missed something. Aha, I'm glad I backtracked. Lots of delicious, tasty secrets. Why is viewing hard? Something wrong? Is it connection quality? Let me know. What do you mean hard? Or does the meat excite you? Well, that's what that was the whole time. Oh, I see. Vocal transmission is a really lossy means of communicating information to one another. I could have gotten ammo. Whatever, I don't really need it. Do we press the meat button? I say that we do. Oh, we got another chance to get it. Cool. Is this electrified or what's happening here? We gotta be so covered in Arby's meat sauce now. This is just a future where Arby's takes over. Remember Demolition Man, how Taco Bell rules the future? This is the Arby's future. Yeah, that last level was really a nut buster. Time to mulch everybody. You can't break the gibs into smaller gibs like asteroids. Boo. What did the button do? It's the age-old question of a boomer shooter. Boomer shooter is now an official genre, a tag on Steam, by the way. La boomy shooties. Does baby want his boomy shooties? Bitch, you fucking know I do. Baby never doesn't want his boomy shooties. That does a good job. The dash or teleport they have does a great job of overcoming their clunky slow speed. These are really well balanced enemies. Is that a hint that I should go down there? Will I find something down there if I descend? Will I hurt myself in this? I smell secrets. Rocket package. Well, at least there was a small reward. All too often you get fucking nothing at all. Can I get up here? I need a rocket jump, don't I? That was not smart of me. I guess we're not getting up there. That ate up most of my health. You can't rocket jump in this game, it turns out. I probably just doomed this run. Will I be punished for this? I feel like I will. Is there more cool shit down here? There is. Glad I double checked. This looks like it could have been done on the Quake 2 engine. or Unreal. But it's like software mode. It's like crunchy pixels. It's also got fog. Maybe Half-Life 1 engine? Yeah, Short Talk, you keep pushing me to do the same thing as you. I can't replicate your situation because I don't play an MMO. Although you could probably diversify across other MMOs and do the same thing with multiple other streams. Nothing prevents you from reproducing the same success you've had with EverQuest on more popular MMOs if nobody's doing what you're doing already. You may have invented this genre. I mean, for EverQuest it's like $10 a day. For WoW it might be $50, and it would add up quickly. I don't want to go back down in there. I don't like it in there. I can't get up. Why can't I get up there? Why are you being stingy? You gotta stream something that other people aren't streaming, which is what I do, which is mostly just weird games that offers improved discoverability for some of Steam's library. I stream a lot of stuff nobody else streams. Incision is probably not one of them, but Battle Morph definitely is. Oh fuck. This thing really does kick ass when you haven't fully blooded up. Shouldn't I be a vampire for this to be thematically correct? Would it have given me a different outcome if I had... There's like a clock above me. It is rad. It's a quad barrel shotgun. The only other game that has one of these is Shadow Warrior. And it also offers the same functionality of single shot or all shots at once, or rapidly rather. Sequential quick shot. All these feel pretty good and have good reasons to exist. I like how the alt-fire is just to spin your pistol. Does that double as melee, I wonder? This has a mostly useless alt-fire. It's just like the MP5 or whatever the fuck it is. MP40, I think, in... No, it is an MP5 in Half-Life. I haven't used the alt-fire for this yet. Oh, holy shit, it's rapid-fire rockets. This has explosive sticky mines, or I guess bouncy mines, as primary fire, and spinny disc as secondary fire. This is chainsaw as secondary fire. Wish I'd known about that sooner. I also wish I'd not tried to rocket jump. I wonder if anyone's ever died that way in the military. like that one bit. Are these books? Is this a library? Where am I? This moving texture shit would have been amazing in like 1996. I think the N64 was the first system to be able to do multi-layer textures like that. I was just vibing. Not anymore though. But vibing before the Mountain Dew trough. Praise be to the Mountain Dew trough. Oh, this is where they came from. I see. Has there ever been a joke machinima sitcom about what monsters talk about when they're waiting in monster closets? Like, yeah, I'm gonna get him this time. I'm gonna be the one. Bro, we're both gonna die. He's killed. The Doomslayer has killed 1,000 legions of demons before us. Not me. Not like me. I've been training. It's like a really enthusiastic imp. It's more lives than I thought I had, actually. I really should not have lost one there, though. Oh, fuck! That's better. Now we're cooking with gas. Oh shit! Oh fuck! Well, these guys are basically mini bosses. They do not go down without a fight. The big Chungus. The Chungus Among Us. The Chogus Amogus. I'm sorry. Press W to whip me for that. How dare you! How dare the... You fucking dev. You can't hide that behind there. This also reads like a precursor to Scorn. Kind of. Where it's like halfway between technology and meat science. They've got staffs too. Does that mean I'll be able to shoot spinny discs from my staff at some point? 14 health. Wow, that was a murder That's a kill box they lured me to do. It was not wise of me to follow them, was it? Remember when I could one-shot them with the shotgun? What happened to that? I also appreciate how it's a full 3D game, but it obeys Doom conventions, like vertically sliding faux sectors. Speaking of boomy shooties, you know what I would love to stream is Slayer's X. Terminal Aftermath. I feel like I'm missing a tagline. Terminal Revengeancing Aftermath or some shit like that. Oh, that's way more effective. Why are those so OP? What does that clock mean? What does the clock mean? I'm afraid to go back. I'm afraid to go through here. Oh, this is so you can backtrack. I have no desire nor need to backtrack. Is this because there's a secret if I do backtrack? I don't really care to find it. Zane does rule. Psh, nothing personal, kid. Beep. This is the kind of ambience I need in my videos. Frame rate is not. Oh shit! Right off the bat, really? Boosh! Not to be... This is probably some kind of new racism I don't know about, but watching fat enemies explode in video games is really satisfying. It's like watching a potato explode in the microwave. They're so full of guts. They got so many guts. I'm really liking this game the more I get attuned to what it expects from me. I'm getting impatient to have a new weapon, though. Large part of how shooters stay fresh is gradually doling out new guns. Is this a supply depot, or? Presumably these people are still sentient. What do you think they think or talk about? What's their life like? What motivates them? Like, if you get transformed against your will into a meat cyborg creature, why would you willingly fight for the new regime? Fuck. Here we go. This whole game is like a Steve Roach album. Boss battle. Boss battle flag. Infinite boss battle flags all around us. Oh fuck, minigun! New weapon! Speak of the devil! And all fire is spin up as God intended. You can pre-spin the barrel. Like in Quake 2, I believe. Oh, it uses different ammo. I guess that's realistic. I don't want realism in a game like this, though. I want reduced ammo type numbers. This is like Painkiller. God, Painkiller was a fucking banger. Remember that? And especially some of the levels were just eerily beautiful. That star weapon was that one that would ragdoll enemies and stake them to the wall, though. That justified that entire game's existence. This should have blades on it so I can use it as a melee weapon when I'm spinning the barrels. What was that thing? That's a new enemy. That was a new enemy of some description. I need to get up there. How does one get up there? That finishes them off in a hurry, but you gotta get close. And there's no way to get close to those guys safely. They will point blank you with a rocket. Oh, baby. Oh, baby! I like that there's a variety of weapons, but they're all explosives or bullets. I would like fire weapons. There's an incendiary grenade, but I want to like a flamethrower. More different types of effects. Ah, well, oh fuck. I'm not doing too great. I'm running low on lives. I found out the hard way that you can't do that in Battle Morph, where you get stuck in a loading loop, where you just die and load again. Someone should reboot Battle Morph. The basic gameplay loop is still fun. Although, as I said, Battle Morph is the same game, basically, as Hover Strike. And Iron Soldier. Maybe combine them all into the same game, then. Have, like, mech levels, hovercraft levels, and flying levels. Oh, holy fuck! Oh, holy fuck! That didn't go the way I wanted it to. Oh, what is that thing? What are you? Why give me a minigun and then give me no fucking ammo for it? Homing rockets. Homing rockets, okay. Another spider-like enemy. Give me more minigun ammo, please. Don't be so stingy. Now's not the time for that. Oh, holy shit. That was quite a battle, though. Didn't I come through here? I came through here. Alright, so... they go up there. So I need to get up there somehow. That's not how I do it. Maybe I don't do it. The nerve source goes to probably a tumor. A Tuma. I can't believe I haven't made that joke yet in this entire stream. It's not a Tuma. Actually, it is a Tuma. It turns out. It is a Tuma. Here we go. Bitch! Titties! Oh, I had 3 lives too. There we go. Do my lives carry over? No, they don't. Oh, it makes such a sad sound, big sad fatty fat. Although support any of my Fat King followers as long as they're determined to improve their health and fitness. There's no health at any size. But we're all always here. Bros are always bros to each other and supportive. When it comes to self-improvement. It's like mowing the yard. Actually, I wish it was canonically a lawnmower blade. That improved the experience, I feel. Haha, time to fuck! Now it's Serious Sam, I guess. Lesson learned, save the big guns for the tougher encounters. It actually worked. I don't know what I expected. Oh, I know it's time for now. Faster machine gun doesn't seem like a good... Doesn't seem exotic enough for this world. There should be more exotic weapons. Nope, that was a mistake. Alright, don't engage the boomers with the chainsaw, it turns out. This might be another one that I have to do off stream. I hope not. What a waste of everyone's time that would be. Actually, the opposite. Bloosh! I keep forgetting they blow up after that. I got the chunks are identifiable as which creature they came from. You didn't get that in Quake. Save on memory. We never finished Industria, did we? Didn't that just start crashing too much? So far, the chain gun has been the regular machine gun has been the workhorse. So far, Kitty is the only exotic weapon. Not that I don't appreciate Kitty. I don't know if I approve of this becoming Serious Sam. It is just Serious Sam now. That's definitely what we're looking at. Any goodies? What are those, coffins? Even this is just an explosive weapon. Graves. Lucky ones. Is that a shortcut? Ammo cache, ammo cache. Good, good, good. This is an entirely different area. What the fuck? Quad damage. That was unpleasant. I didn't even get my chain gun. Any goodies? I don't see any. Oh, I figured out what that movie was called, finally. The one that's just insane nonsense and a satire of Alice in Wonderland. It's called Forbidden Zone. There's a lot of scat humor, swear words, and titties. For no reason. Also, Street Trash is another one I've been meaning to watch lately. I've been looking into just trashy, gory movies. Can I make it there? Ah, I can just barely fucking make it. Oh, this connects to here. Grab that. Always, always, always need more ammo. go. There we go. I guess it's a small mercy. I guess the reason that they use different ammo is because the chain gun is like a higher tier weapon, and the dev wanted to be able to deny you use of it during certain sections, which you couldn't do if it shared ammo with the regular machine gun, because then that denies you the use of a workhorse weapon. Too bad I can't fucking use this. Ooh, baby. Oh, hey, more ammo. Let's make a nice little home, too. I guess there were regular apartments in the first level, weren't there? You can move into there as long as you keep the monsters out. You got no special weaknesses that I can see. Life left. One more life, one more life, one more life, one more life. Do not fuck this up. Gotta read blood. This could have been blood too, and no one would have batted an eye. Set it in the future where the Cabal is taken over. Baby. Oh no. I made it this time. But at what cost? Anything in here? This would be a good place for a secret, by the way. Isn't this where the nerve endings lead? Wait a minute. Why'd I come here then? What was the point of that? Oh. Down to 0 lives. What was my plan there? Can't say as I necessarily had one. Is that ammo? Was ammo. Is that ammo? That's not ammo. That is ammo, however. You miss any goodies? This goes here. I'd like the res to try jump pads. Oh, hello, what's down here? Ammo dump. Oh. I'm starting to think this is not just a secret. I'm starting to think this is where you're supposed to go. Aha. Does it end the level? Boss fight? Boss fight? I got 0 lives left. I'm glad I didn't jump down. Glad I checked down here. Alright. Glad they locked their sectors down using faces on walls. Wall faces! The leading edge of security technology currently in this future. I killed everything but one. There's one enemy somewhere. You're not kidding. This is a good time to stop for a little while and show you some of my recent AI videos. Don't bail. They're really cool, I promise.
You don't have to.
Volume up. This should be audible to you. This is the first one I've ever finished.
Be ashamed, the gurgling mass assures me. About the things coming out of your body. Its half-formed little arm centrally traces the spot where a bundle of greasy black hoses pass its throat skin, puffy and red all around it. I have things coming out of my body too. A baby's scream pierces the thick, humid air, barely discernible over a loud siren. Shattered glass cylinders all around, revealed sporadically in silhouette by flickering lights. Men in gas masks travel down the rows with hammers, smashing the cylinders that are still intact, spilling their contents into the ever-deepening soup. The screaming suddenly stops. I search frantically for some explanation, but cannot get up. My limbs, feeble imitations of what they should be, splash in the fetal muck about, but do nothing to move me. A maddening itch sensation surrounds the plane on my chest where black hoses penetrate into it,
Come here,
but I
kitty.
haven't the fingers with which to scratch. It's not supposed to be this way, I sputter. It looks at once quizzical and mournful. Oh? How's it supposed to be? Another loud smash and a baby's wail. The men with the hammers abruptly silence it, moving methodically down the rows. My tears mix freely with the amniotic fluid as one of the uniformed men, drenched in it from the waist down, arrives at our row. You know, the bulbous-headed creature with the malformed little arm coos. I always thought you were pretty. It reaches over with its distorted, knobby paw and caresses my rib cage. I would have said something, but we were in different tanks. I recoil from his touch, shuddering as the man with the hammer finally reaches me.
Hope that wasn't too quiet. And there's one more. Not finished with the next one. I ran out of render credits for this month. Unless I want to spend $10 on 1,000 more credits. Which I don't particularly wish to.
The sky.
This is using an AI voice. The last one was human. But I got really good results out of 11 labs this time. I might actually keep using them. I found a voice that doesn't sound bonkers. Let's switch to that one. This is only about a minute of footage. I'll have to either pay for more credits or finish this up next month.
The sky's the same dull grey as always. Never seems to rain though. Bess says it's them smokestacks. I never seen any smokestacks. A semi rumbles past, belching fumes. I can feel the particles coating my face and flowing into my lungs. Just past the pile of old tires and big mud puddle, the same old blinking sign. Value Right Trailer Park. As soon as I crack the door, smoke pours out the top. We both mean to quit, but it never happens. Dilapidated, grimy little tin box on wheels. Foam insulation inside of that, then loads of fake wood grain paneling inside. A box to store people in. The outside wouldn't look so dingy if it had just rained already. My coughing fit subsides a minute or so after I'm in. Lungs just give up and get used to it, like how barn smell goes away if you're in one long enough.
That's it for now. Thoughts? Anyone? It takes more time than you'd think. I had to edit the fuck out of that voice to correct the intonation. You can kind of auto-tune intonation away. And also had to go paragraph. To get good results out of 11 Labs, you got to go paragraph by paragraph. And do multiple takes for each. And I just hope that on off chance that the AI will pronounce things correctly and do the correct intonation one of these times. Likewise with AI video, you gotta waste a lot of render credits doing repeated takes. And also I learned how to use the tools. There's motion tools where if you want something to be moving a lot and other stuff not to move at all, or to move in a way consistent with the camera, not with the motion indicators, you paint over it with a magic brush, and the magic brush tells the computer where you want on the image things to be moving and how. That's how I got the billowing smoke effect in 2 of the shots. Anyway, back to Incision. Any thoughts? Any feedback? I know it sounds ridiculous to say I worked hard on that, but I worked hard on it. It's not that you have to do the work, it's that you have to, what your work is changes from manually creating imagery to wrangling a retarded robot and bullying it into doing what you want it to. What is this thing? This is getting much more Quake-like. I wanted spooky gas masks. And also, it ostensibly takes place during the Resurrection Men, which is one of the stories, or the Resurrection War, which is part 2 of my novella trilogy, which is also in the latest book, if you bought it. But it's an all-history war between World War I and World War II, which incorporates textile punk technology and cloning and crap like that. Or not exactly cloning, genetically engineering. Basically, the vitriol, the fluid which reanimates corpses, comes from a gigantic subterranean beetle called a grave mite. And in order to create self-sufficient undead people who don't rely on the vitriol, or they do, but they make their own internally, there were efforts to genetically hybridize undead flesh with insectoid DNA to create a new abomination, a stable synthesis. And that's the setting in which plays that little slice of life occurs. What the fuck? Was that a monster closet inside another monster closet? It fucking was. That's not allowed. How can you do that? Monster closet in a monster... Now I've seen it all. Were the creatures creepy? No matter what I did, I could not force it to depict human fetuses. That was the closest I could get. If I took the tails off, it's like, nope, that's a human. So I couldn't get it to do tailless either. Those fuckers look like the character from that music video by Disturbed. I'm the hand of God. I'm the dark messiah. Of a dying world. Na, 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 na. This is on easy mode too. This is like a lovely Hellplace game. Doesn't it? Like this is like the future of Dread Delusion. ChatGPT would give better feedback. Any more thoughts, especially on the second one? It's coming along. I don't think we're any further than 5 years away from AI motion pictures. This is a cozy area. This doesn't belong here. There's wall meat right here, but other than that, we could be doing worse. I've taken to just asking ChatGPT for feedback most of the time. Not because it's better, but because it's tireless. I can ask it for feedback 1,000 different ways and get feedback better on average than a human, just because humans don't want to say anything or put any effort into it. Unless you pay a person to do a beta read, in which case it's also often worse than ChatGPT. Oh, bitch. Titties! Titties and bitches. One or the other, actually. I think both would be too much. I like how ammo's measured in yards. Charming. Never ever played a game so brutal that it relies on extra lives within the same level to beat the level. That's close. This really does feel like a Trent Reznor soundtrack, too. I'm not doing too well. What changed? I didn't see anything change. Alright, so nobody's commenting on the videos, I'll comment on them. This is my strategy to get more eyeballs on my writing. The barrier to impulse clicks decreases as the medium increases in interactivity and stimulation. So people will play a video game that looks good very readily. They'll be somewhat more reluctant to try out a video they haven't seen before. They'll be more reluctant than that to listen to something, like an audio, and even more reluctant still to read anything that they don't have to. So that's the strat, is to use AI video content to get people into my writing and be like, hey, this guy's stuff's good, and I'll seek out more of it. No, that sounds extremely relevant to my interests. Strategif. I've been watching the Reanimator trilogy recently, and yes, there were 3 movies. Good movies. I mean, I got into it because of Barbara Crampton's titties and butt cheeks, but also because it was based on H.P. Lovecraft. And the sequel actually is a worthy sequel. I don't know about the third one. The third one's kind of corny. This second movie, though, expands on the first one in that he's not simply trying to restore people to life anymore. He's taking body parts and combining them into new configurations to make new life forms. So it's a conceptual evolution of the first movie. Not just more of the same. Oh, I don't like it down here. Yes, I quite like this. This has successfully grown on me like a fungus. It was really cool. They came up with a lot of really creative monsters that were made out of human body parts. It's called Bride of Reanimator, and also Bride of Frankenstein Woman. Although they broke their own rules a lot, in that in the first film, intelligence and cogence depended upon a really fresh body, really soon after death. In the second one, that didn't seem to matter. It was random. It was whatever the story required. Because the body parts combined into the Frankenwoman were very old. They try to explain that in 2 ways. first they have him show off a new way of inducing a heart attack to kill someone quickly without tissue damage. And the other way is there are some creatures that don't even have a brain. Like there's a couple fingers and an eyeball, and he tries to explain that by recounting his theory that consciousness is present in every cell of the human body. Because otherwise, people will be like, why is a creature with no brain alive? So it plays fast and loose with its own rules. Oh, secret ammo. Nope, that's the only way. I got a bad feeling. Got a bad feeling. $200 health. We ballin' now. I didn't make as good use of that as I could have. This is a cozy little spot. Look at this. If you didn't know anything outside of this room, you might think this is just a medieval dimension. You might have your little grog, your stein of grog, and your book, and your mead, and your... That's not right. That's not how a skeleton goes. Just studying things and sitting down and having a good read of a good book. Oh, there's been lore this entire time. I didn't realize you could read those. I missed a bunch of lore. I've only seen those a couple times, though. Very sparse lore. Very optional, as it should be. Looks a lot like an Unreal map. How do I open this? I want the link through DM. I heard about them reviving pigs. They weren't really dead. They're just in a dormant state. Then again, we don't really... The line which defines the boundary between life and death has been moving quite a bit throughout the course of medical history. It's hard to say really where death occurs. If you were to perfectly preserve someone in a halted state, suspended animation style, and then resume all of their life processes, were they dead? Is that death or dormancy? What is death? I'd say death is unrecoverable entropy. Irreversible. Intentional. Wow, that's sounds wildly unethical. Where was this experiment performed? Did they successfully bring them back? How was oxygen provided during the time when their hearts weren't beating? I have so many questions. I have many questions. For the Resurrection Man, I researched the history of the public experiments which inspired Mary Shelley to write Frankenstein, where they took like a decapitated serial killer's head. He'd just been beheaded by the guillotine, and they put electrodes in his ears with salt water. Isn't Yale where they also found a entire room full of jars with formaldehyde and brains inside of them that they had forgotten about? Apparently I went to the wrong school. Apparently I should have gone to Yale. I'm sure that's what a lot of people say. Uh-oh. I know what that sound means. Oh, it's getting hectic. It's getting dicey. Just how I like it. They're really being generous with health here. I'm doing fine. I did not need all this pampering. Aha! Oh, holy shit! Oh fuck, what is that? That was a close one. Any goodies? It's time to... We not overstay our welcome. Is that a weeping angel? I hope not. Oh fuck. They are weeping angels. Where is it? Where's the last one? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, this is red flag. This is a red flag. Fuck. What are those? I hate those. I hate those. Interesting. That's kind of the same premise as Reanimator, the original Lovecraft story, which is really just Lovecraft's take on Frankenstein. About how there is a dubiously amoral medical student with ridiculed theories about restoring life to corpses, who figured life for a mechanistic process which once stopped could be restarted. I'm not feeling these castle levels, but I'm glad there's variety. Let me read a little bit of Reanimator to you. Just to give you an idea of the vibe of it. Ahem. Herbert West, Reanimator by H.P. Lovecraft. Chapter 1, From the Dark. Of Herbert West, who was my friend in college and afterlife. I don't know what that means. I can speak only with extreme terror. This terror is not due altogether to the sinister nature of his appearance, of his recent disappearance, but was engendered by the whole nature of his life's work, and first gains its acute form more than 17 years ago, when we were in the third year of our course at Miskatonic University Medical School in Arkham. While he was with me, the wonder and diabolism of his experiments fascinated me utterly, and I was his closest companion. Now that he's gone and the spell's broken, the actual fear is greater. Memories and possibilities are ever more hideous than realities. The first horrible incident of our acquaintance was the greatest shock I ever experienced, and it was only with reluctance that I repeat it. As I have said, it happened when we were in the medical school, where West had already made himself notorious through his wild theories on the nature of death and the possibility of overcoming it artificially. His views, which were widely ridiculed by the faculty and fellow students, hinged upon essentially mechanistic nature of life, and concerned that means for operating the organic machinery of mankind by calculated chemical action after the failure of natural processes. In his experiments with various animating solutions, he had killed and treated immense numbers of rabbits, guinea pigs, cats, dogs, and monkeys, till he had become the prime nuisance of the college. Several times he had actually obtained signs of life in animals supposedly dead, in many cases violent signs, but he soon saw that the perfection of this process, if indeed possible, would necessarily involve a lifetime of research. It likewise became clear that, since the same solution never works alike on different organic species, he would require human subjects for further and more specialized progress. It was here that he first came into conflict with the college authorities and was debarred from future experiments by no less a dignitary than the dean of the medical school himself, the learned and benevolent Dr. Alan Halsey, whose work in behalf of the stricken is recalled by every old resident of Arkham. I had always been exceptionally tolerant of West's pursuits, and we frequently discussed his theories, whose ramifications and corollaries were almost infinite. Holding with Haeckel that all life is a chemical and physical process, and that so-called soul is a myth, my friend believed that artificial reanimation of the dead can depend only on the conditions of the tissues, and that unless the actual decomposition is set in, a corpse fully equipped with organs may, with suitable measures, be set going again in the peculiar fashion known as life. That the psychic or intellectual life might be impaired by the slight deterioration of sensitive brain cells, which even a short period of death would be apt to cause, West fully realized. It had been at first his hope to find a reagent which would restore vitality before the actual advent of death, and only repeated failures on animals had shown him that the natural and artificial life motions were incompatible. He then sought extreme freshness in his specimens, injecting the solutions into the blood immediately after the extinction of life. It was this circumstance which made the professors so carelessly skeptical, for they felt that true death had not occurred in any case. They did not stop to view the matter more closely and reasoningly. It was not long after the faculty had interdicted his work that West confided to me his resolution to get fresh human bodies in some manner, and continue in secret the experiments he could no longer perform openly. To hear him discussing ways and means was rather ghastly for a college. For at the college we had never procured anatomical specimens ourselves. Whenever the morgue proved inadequate, two local N-words attended to this matter, and they were seldom questioned. West was then a small, slender spectacle. Anyway, it goes on like this. They modernized it in making the film, but the film includes Alan Halsey and is told from the perspective of his assistant, who also appears in the film. And the events of the story and the events of the film overlap pretty closely. So people have been thinking about this for a long time. But again, it's just Frankenstein. Lovecraft was so impressed by that, but he's like, I need to make that I need to do it again, but not by a woman, and it needs to have racist slurs in it. That's what he did. Oh, the growth grows out of graveyards, I see. I have hope too. One wonders, though, how you prevent enough decomposition for long enough that this can be a genuinely useful technology. The body is such a marvelously complex machine, as it were, that it's also tolerant of some amount of damage. You can survive a certain amount of radiation, which causes also quite a bit of cellular disruption. So I'm hopeful, but also I'm grimly hopeful. One wonders exactly how much damage you can recover from. And while the cells are inactive, nothing is preventing bacteria from eating them. I see. That's why we need life extension. Or we just need to import everybody from equatorial countries, which is what we're doing right now. How dare you, sir? Or you, for that matter. Or we could all submit to the growth together and we'd all be as one. The death of any individual would not be so great a tragedy as we would be as cells in a greater superorganism. How's that for a solution? Can't cut through that. Why would I not be able to cut through flesh walls? How would life on Earth change if everybody was part of the same flesh mass? I take back everything I said about this. This is superb. Absolutely superb. It's the sound design that really makes it. Weapons could be a little more creative, but I love it too much. Fuck! Is this gonna be another one of those maps? I gotta really focus. Birth rates are dropping because no one can afford to have a kid. What is this fucking coffin spire? I don't know. Weird vibes. This whole game is weird vibes. Why am I surprised? Even the low-level enemies can cause real damage. It's a sign of a well-balanced game. You lose magic chainsaw too if you die. Boo. Bzz. Boobs. Oh, I'll bet you this opens later on to connect a new part of the map. Flesh Church. Should get more blood for those guys. Any goodies? No goodies? Why no goodies? I always used to do that in Quake. I used to intentionally give enemy bodies in Quake 2. Now there's a reason to do that. It's a mechanic. That was not smart of me. This is looking like it's another one of those levels where I'm not going to be able to beat it tonight. The rest of the stream is just me getting my ass kicked. I've had nightmares like this. There's a bunch of games that have kind of adjacent plots, not just Quake 2. Strife has an adjacent plot about a cult of transhuman cyborg creatures. It's kind of a plot of, I don't remember, that Doom engine Metroidvania. I don't remember. It's like the concept of just nightmare cyborg people and flesh growths is part of the collective unconsciousness, kind of like how zombie apocalypse was, how a bunch of different cultures invented zombies. Maybe it's like back propagation from the future. That traumatic disasters in the future send back memories and inspire us to predict them and thereby avoid them, which only causes a different kind of apocalypse further in the future, which back propagates memories of that future. Future predicts past, literally, in that case. It's like a zombie apocalypse happens, and then it sends back memories, which cause us to prevent that, and then that gives us more time. And then a transhuman apocalypse happens. I don't know exactly how that plot would work. I'm onto something though. I don't know what it is. That's also my headcanon of Terminator. That the way that we win the future war, despite the fact that we're locked in a time loop with Skynet, is by expanding the loop. Every time we delay Judgment Day a little bit, we give humanity more time to be more technologically advanced by the time that Skynet arises. Let me explain that more. I don't consider Dark Fate canon, but I consider the concepts it raises to be valid. In Dark Fate, also in the Sarah Connor Chronicles, they explain that you can never completely prevent Judgment Day. There has to eventually be a climactic battle between men and machine. But you can delay it by defeating incrementally Skynet's attempts to change the future. So they prevent the first Judgment Day in Terminator 1. They prevent another later Judgment Day in Terminator 2. In Terminator 3, they delay Judgment Day yet again. The idea is that make it so that by the time it happens, humans are cyborgs and have like their own plasma weapons already. Or are uploads inside of robots anyway. So it evens the playing field and gives us better odds of success. Does that make sense? Expanding the loop. Stretching it forwards. Sometimes I stretch it so much, I rip the skin. Are you... I don't have anything on Ichigo to play either. I really just only want to play this. It scratches that itch of just wanting to be punished. This is sort of a singularity too, but it's a cybernetic singularity of engineered tissue merged with machinery. Like the Borg. That looks like blood. Why doesn't that refill kitty too? It's not a kitty, by the way. Very vicious little creature. Oh, he bets it. Oh. Let's get serious this time. Last survivor of dying world. What have I become? Where am I going? Anyways, I have high hopes for these AI videos. You just gotta get the tip in, so to speak, not to make it too sexual. With an author, once you grab somebody, that sounds sexual too. How to put this? When someone finds an author they really like, who's just exactly their style, you don't have to persuade them to come to you. You don't have to persuade them to read your stuff. They come to you. It's just a question of getting to that point with them. They kind of have to fall in love in a way. They have to get to know your work enough to realize that it's just exactly what they like. And then if it's exactly the right flavor and you find your tribe, then they'll keep coming back to you over and over. But getting them to put their toes in the pool the first time is the tough part. That was unwise. I do a lot of unwise things, I'm realizing. What if you could switch weapons while paused? Can you imagine? Would that be too OP? It probably would be. I'm getting further. I'm further than I was. Look at that meat. Shit. Any goodies? No, I've already been through here. Hyper. Get out of the way. It could have been cozy. This could have been his life. He's gonna drink. There are books here. What do you think the books say? Works pretty well when properly utilized. That should have killed me. Oh, I see. Got him fast. Holy shit. Reusing a boss, lazy. Lazy, 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 reusing a boss like that. At least give it a new model. It's not the end. This is even spookier part. Just come to life. Living statues. Would I fight them with shotguns? I don't trust these. They're bleeding. Statues don't bleed. Ah! Oh, they really kill the fuck out of you. They're really powerful. Ooh, I don't like that. Oh, there's a lot of them. Sure do wish I could quick save here. Boy, do I. Maybe if I get in this wagon, they can't I can funnel them towards me. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Oh, they're fucking everywhere. Oh, good, good, good. Good, good. That's fine. There's so many of them. It didn't seem necessary to me. I don't want to do this. Moving statues freak me out. Not a lot freaks me out either. How are you supposed to do that? I don't want to do that whole level again. Hang on, let's switch to something else. Or at least let's see what else we got. What the fuck, man? That's insane. Cult of the Lamb, I don't want to start that. Bloodstain, don't want to start that yet. Katana Zero, don't want to start that. Cosmic Trip requires me to set up VR. Grip requires me to set up VR. Guess we just keep plugging away at it. I don't see any better option. I wish we'd not skipped out on the last one. It was actually really rewarding to finally beat that level. I wish you'd been there for me. With me for it, rather. What's the lore behind the statues? Are they the demons that all this got started from? Is that what set this off? It's kind of like the Soul Cube in Doom 3. In fact, it's almost exactly the Soul Cube. Bitch titties. That's bullshit. We may as well start over now. So that's where a door opens, I see. This really scratches the same itch as Quake in a big way. It starts as Quake 2 and turns into Quake 1. Really moody. I love the music. I'm gonna download the OST to listen to in my car. Ever tell you the story about how other people listen? Let's see. I was taking the Max train home from it wasn't exactly a party. It was an outdoor event on New Year's, and I was listening to Steve Roach Hyperportal on big can headphones. If you've never listened to that, you won't get this joke. Oh, this happened to me. I guess that just means my life is a joke. It's just like what you're hearing now, but like weirder and more dark and alien and fucked up. It's just like dark alien ambience. And 3 urban lads of the variety which you cannot intervene to stop them if they elect to do anything violent. Those type of urban lads are loudly joking and being ribald and making merry, as they have every right to do on New Year's, in the same not subway, Max train car as me. And one of them comes over and takes the headphones off of my head, and I'm stunned because no one's ever, not ever, it's rare that someone touches you without asking permission. But also I'm fucking autistic, so I kind of freeze up. And he goes, "Yo, what's the white boy listening to?" And he puts the headphones on, and he starts out grinning because he's doing the funny. But then as he sits there listening to Hyper Portal, his smile fades and slowly turns into a frown and then an expression of horror. He then takes the headphones off, hands them to me, and goes back to his friend group and says, "Yo, he listening to some Charles Manson shit." Which, to be fair, I was. I guess that's how you would characterize it. I do listen to a lot of Charles Manson shit. Fucking how dare you put one there? How dare they put a portal in that location? I didn't often leave my apartment when I didn't have to, but I would go to outdoor events because oftentimes, even if it wasn't Mardi Gras, chicks would be flashing their titties at dudes and letting them touch their tits, which is more common than if they think you're reasonably good looking and you ask nicely. Then in fact, at events like that, I've discovered that women will sometimes invite you to touch their breasts, which is fantastic for a shut-in in his 20s. In my 20s, I was at my most beautiful, so I could get away with that. That's the only time that works. That does not work at Comic-Con. If you ask to touch someone's titties at Comic-Con, they throw you out. Not that I know that from direct experience. But if it's an event where they have already demonstrated a willingness to flash strangers for beads or money or nothing at all, I mean, offering them a double offering of beads or whatever, and saying, "Yo, could I grab a titty?" About 50 to 75, I'd estimate, percent of the time they will say yes, you can, because you asked respectfully. You can honk my boob, in fact. I honked a lot of boobs that way. It's amazing what asking respectfully gets you. I guess because they're used to just being grabbed by uncouth fellas. They're surprised pleasantly and refreshed and wish to affirm the sanctity of consent. Permission. And I've found a way to channel that messaging into them letting me grab a titty. A lot of them did not want to be recorded, though. I wasn't the one recording, but they would shut down. They try to stop guys from recording them, understandably. There's a misunderstanding that they seem to have about the level of privacy you can reasonably expect when you expose yourself. Like that chick who got mad and called the cops because her ex-boyfriend bought access to her OnlyFans and printed out her nudes and brought them to court for, I think actually ex-husband, maybe divorce court, was it? Something like that. She's like, how can you do this? How is this allowed? It turns out if you put information on a public-facing website, you don't have any reasonable expectation of that it will not be spread around and used against you. Shockingly. I mean, feel for her. A lot of these women get mistreated by trad larpers who are mad at them for being attractive women and not living according to biblical morality. The reason I don't feel as sorry for them as I could is that they often make extremely good money doing very little. So it's not the end of the world if they get embarrassed a little in the process. That kind of comes with the territory. Not that that's not still a scumbag move. It absolutely is still a scumbag move. Women are the fairer sex, and we're blessed to have them in our midst, and we should not do anything if they have not wronged us to make them feel unappreciated. They're a big part of what makes life as a man worth living. I characterize it in fantasy tropes as the dynamic between the witch and the barbarian. Barbarian smash things. Barbarian big and strong and can help defend witch. But witch knows magic. Barbarian not understand magic. Magic very powerful. Magic spells flummox and bamboozle barbarian's mind. And they make a very good team if they can complement one another and not have a power struggle. Recognize that each one brings something to the table that the other lacks. That neither one is more important than the other. Does that make sense? I think all women have witchy energy. Not in a bad way. I think witches were just powerful women that couldn't be controlled and that were burned alive because of it. They all have kind of a mystique. Femininity is mystifying to men at its best. The wily ways of women and their perfumes that they wear to smell nice. I didn't know you could one-shot them with a shotgun. The various cosmetics that they use to cast illusion spells. Everything women do is a spell or a potion. You open up a woman's medicine cabinet, it's going to look like a alchemy lab in there. That's the two things I learned about women. Women are all a little bit witchy and they're all gay as fuck for each other. And I'm there for it. I like that. They have many other good qualities too. I say this as a man in my 40s who's now just wrinkled up, crumpled dog shit to a lot of these attractive creatures. That doesn't hamper my appreciation at all. That would just be sour grapes. What the fuck do I do with this while I have it? Well, it really shreds them. What are these? These look important. How do these figure into the lore? They must somehow, right? That's just me assuming anything cool looking is important, just like I've talked about last time. But in a video game, that's true. If something looks cool, it's important. God, mate. I want to say it's like an undead supercomputer that leverages the corpses of smart people. It keeps their brains working. That's gonna be my headcanon. It's a really cool mod. It's like a lot of those little set pieces in Doom. Doom had a lot of incidental decoration sprites of like impaled guys on spikes that were quivering, or piles of skulls, or little floating candles. Really set the mood. I really don't want to continue if I don't have to, because I'm gonna die and I'm gonna have to start all over again. I hope I at least make it to the statues. I do have my fingers crossed that being a writer, if I gain notoriety and money, will attract to me more witches and goths to keep me company in my old age. Because a lot of writers had paramours they didn't deserve and punched well above their weight just because of the fascination that they attracted as a public intellectual figure and someone who is talented. Talented men pull better than they deserve. In general, that's my hope anyway. That's my reasoning. That's why I keep going even though I'm 40 now. I'm not completely decomposed. When I'm 50, then it will be over. It'll be over with a capital O. It's only little o over now. One life lost. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I could have saved them all up for the statue area, which is where I'm really gonna need them. The statues are what fuck me up every time. Fuck me up. I saved most of this. I can't really use explosives in an enclosed area anyways. Oh, this is the real boss. The statues at the real boss. They're like Horcruxes, I guess. Uh-oh. Was there one up there? What do they look like inside of that shell? Dare I find out? You think they're just masses of veins? I want to say they are. Let me just collect my thoughts here. I'm gonna run back here when they start fucking me. Fuck! Are you kidding me? I should have moved around more. Gather more health. I really don't want to do that again. I have to, though. Hold on, BRB. I gotta piss. Ugh. I'm back, baby. What's my strat? I don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over. Minigun doesn't seem to destroy them as quickly as it should. I don't think Kitty is the right answer either. Maybe because it kind of lays mines. Maybe they also approach me quickly in a straight line, so they just bring the explosives to me. Shotgun's fine for 1v1ing them, but not for fighting a mass of them. What am I doing wrong? What could I be doing better? I may have to beat this map off stream. I really wish there were save points. Boy, do I wish there were save points. Also, I gotta save my extra lives. And concentrate them in that area. Which means I have to not die here. That away. That away. I don't have a faster kill everything in front of me duel. I don't know what the right answer is. Stupid. I kill myself with a rocket launcher more than I kill anyone else. I should probably not be using it, except on bosses. Kitty is actually proving to be a very helpful weapon in its own right. I'm surprised. I just haven't been using it properly. Fuck you. How stupid do you think I am? I think it got me once. Last time. This has got just the right vibe for me. It's like Quakey or Quake. If it makes sense. Any of y'all got any speculations about Quake 5? I want to see a little bit of story expansion. I've talked about this in the past, so I want to see them go through the slip gate and set up an expeditionary base, and then like an experimental colony with civilians in it, so you have higher stakes. What about role reversal, where it's aliens who open a portal to Earth, and we defeat them and follow them back through the portal? Close quarters time. So we're like the demons coming through from hell. Might be cool, might be cool. Avatar kind of had humans as the baddies already. But not with the teleporter. Can't grab that. I had a concept once for mantis aliens living on a desert world where the core was collapsing. They had accidentally initiated a type of singularity that was supermassive that sunk to the core of the planet, was eating it up from the inside. So huge vertical columns of the planet were sinking at different rates. And this created pockets, like the highest level of the surface of the planet was now vacuum. And there was only atmosphere in the low valleys. So they were trying to escape to a planet that still had a core. And they made connections to Earth, and they tried to use it to funnel mass from our core into the core of their planet to restore it. And we use this technology to follow them back through and fight them on their world. Which I thought was an interesting concept. Came up with that when I was like 17. I never did anything with it. Where the fuck am I headed? Let me get serious. 2 lives. I'm gonna need more than that. 8 health. Probably I'm gonna lose one of them soon. Which way am I supposed to go? Isn't this just the grave mind also? An organism that feeds off of the dead and mutates living? I'm thinking. I got a little bit more health now. Oh well, fuck it, I already lost a life. Oh fuck, I lost another life. I may as well start over now. May as well start over now. I lost 2 lives because I used a rocket launcher, which is what I told myself not to do. May as well start over. I'll give it a shot. I don't want to be such a pessimist. But there's got to be a strat. There's got to be a strat that I'm not picking up on. I should have 4 by the time I fight the statues. This is just hidden lore. I appreciate the lore, I don't need the lore. Yeah, I remember our playthrough of Unreal, that was a great time. Not so much the mission pack. Mission packs used to be more special because they added extra weapons and items that nowadays you can just get in the Steam Workshop. There has to be a lot more content to a mission pack, I mean a DLC, to sell it to anyone these days. Since a lot of people are making for free what they used to sell us. Like Doom 2, a sequel having 1 new gun would not cut it. In this, the year of our Lord 2024. I guess this is better than chainsaw because you can use it as a sword too. Fits the setting. Look at these adorable little candles. I really wish I could duck. I know it's against the game philosophy. of how its movement works, but I don't care. I really want to. There should at least be a save point after the fucking boss, right? I lost all my lives. That was worthless. That was a complete failure. What was that? Let's try this out on them. Actually, I don't have enough ammo for that. It'll have to be this. Fuck! Oh! This is on easy. It's on easy. All right, so what I have to do now is not lose lives. I have to stockpile lives so that when I reach the statues, I have a margin for error that will let me get through this level. Getting to know the map anyway. Might need that. Make sure not to run out of ammo. Notice every map has every weapon. According to progression, anyway. So you can play them in any order. Or you can replay them later and have a good time, despite not having all the guns. I remember this. Nice try. Smart guy. There we go. I'm a dummy. I needed that life for later. Whenever I see a unique enemy projectile, I always wondering to myself, when am I going to get to use that? They shoot like yellow fireballs, right? So when do we get a gun that does that? Ah! No. We need a better solution than arrow keys for moving in FPS games, don't we? What's up, filthy weeb? Arrow keys suck dog shit for moving. I mean, something like a gamepad joystick, but without requiring me to give up the mouse. That's kind of what Steam Controller is, and it's the one that comes closest to being what I want. reason to go in there. Oh, they give you health. Little guys. Why can't I carry this with me? It's like backup health. That'd make too much sense, wouldn't it? Let's explore a bit. I remember there being another life down here. Guess not. Two lives. We just need to not lose them on the boss. Boss pounds the ground way too much. Is the problem. We should also be able to use health as ammo if we have our health fully filled up. Was it? I got 10% from the boss. Are you kidding me? That's got to be adjusted. You got to get more from the boss. It's got to be a full fill up. Is this a... What's happening here? Is that a glitch? It's a little sentient living fire and blood particle. Where are you going, though? Hope he has a good day. Oh, what's next? I hate you. I want you to know that. Maybe I'm not supposed to beat the statues. Maybe I'm supposed to get through the door. Oh, those really fucked me up. Holy shit. They're not fucking around. What's my strat this time? I don't want to go back to the start again. Anyone have any suggestions? I'm going to try using Kitty. I'm collecting... I'm going to make sure I know where health is. Gather all the ammunition first. Can I shred him? What do you mean what? I'm gonna fully power up this guy. Collect all the ammo. What if I with retreat into... I bet you this opens up when I flip the switch. Nope, that didn't work. Unbelievably, that didn't work, and I hadn't even run out of ammo. What hope do I have if the kill box doesn't work? I had them down a narrow channel, and I was unloading full speed with a minigun, and it still didn't kill them all. What hope do I have? Kitty was working pretty well. Maybe I just need to get them into groups and use the explosive sticky charges on them more. Only 70%. Really? Still. Alright. So that we know that door doesn't open now. Which would be really handy if it did. It's just a death pit. It's just a horrible pit of death. What's Kitty at? 120% blood. That's gonna open up, isn't it? Nice try. Fool me 3 times, shame on me. Are you fucking kidding me? I lost a life. I needed that life. I needed that. How am I gonna make do without it? That's where that pillar comes up later. We're not making it this time either, are we? Hold on, cat needs to get by. Gotta pet the cat. Hello, kitty cat. Come here, you. Get on my lap. Either get on my lap or hunker down. Hunker down. Either hunker down or go up in your shelving unit, little cat. I love you dearly. Cat wants attention. Cat has a bad time. One. Go up there. Cat, you're in the way. Aw, she really wants attention. Little puss. You choose the worst times for this. How come you never want to hang out with me when I'm not streaming? That's good, girl. Get in my lap. Okay, she's in my lap. Just hang out in my lap. Why don't you hang out in my lap? Hang out in my lap. Be a lap cat. Good girl. Sweet kitty cat. I'm gonna have to charm her into loafing on my lap. Enter loaf mode. Loaf mode activate. Little fella. Sorry, anyone just joining. My cat's commanding my attention right now. Hold on. Get up on your shelving unit. Get up. Why don't you get up there? There you go. That's a good girl. I do want to cuddle you, but not when I'm streaming. You don't know when you might need shower curtains. Maybe the algorithm knows better than you do. Kitty is fully loaded. Little cat! You really want to be in my arms, don't you? Oh, you little tender baby. You would think that would be what you use against the statues, right? Even that's evidently not powerful enough. Why are they like that? They just live to annoy us. Doggos. I miss having a dog. The cats are the pet for me. I'll probably always have cats. I'll let you vibe this time. Huskies are big, big, fluffy woofies. They're great dogs. They're just to hug, especially. If you ever just want a big, hairy, friendly blob to hug. They're really labor-intensive, though, also. They need a lot of physical activity. So there's pros and cons, but mostly pros. I wish that hadn't happened. I'm down in life. This was inevitable, eventually. Game needs save points. Unless there's like a canon reason, like in Metroid Prime, why you can only start from certain places. Yay! Husky wrestling at the park. I like that they have buddies. Dogs have buddies. It's like how you make a buddy at the beach when you're a kid, but you never see him again. Reload. Rats are like that too. Do you know there's an alpha rat? If you have two rats, there's always a dominant one. The other rat is the rat bitch, who's subservient under the dominant rat. Makes me kind of sad that one of them is basically a bully to the other. But yet they're less happy if they don't have buddies. They're less happy alone than they are having a bully, or being the bully. That's just a way for mammals, I guess. Need a better plan than this. Need a better plan. That really works. That's what I should have been using on them from the start. Nothing else works as well as that. So give up on chain gun. Even though it gives you a lot of ammo for everything else, but Kitty is the only weapon that works worth a damn. Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of there! Oh, holy shit! Oh, we made it! Oh, we made it just in time for the end of the stream. I'm burned out. I can't believe we made it. The door opens early. The door opens early. Of course it opens early. They're nature's perfect clown. Actually, cats are nature's perfect clowns. They're the court jester. Humans are the kings of the castle. I'm going to try this level a little bit, because we have 15 minutes left. Humans are the king of the castle, cats are the court jester, and dogs are the knights of the round table. But brave and honorable knights. This feels like a boss fight. This really feels like a boss fight. Like the final boss fight of the episode. Oh boy, is this a boss fight. only cut it a certain way. Only 3 times. Well, now we know what to do. At least this is an original boss, too. We know what the loop. We're gonna play this until it's done. This is only the first episode, by the way. You would think rockets would be the way to do that. Also, you think you could damage its brain with more than just a cutting tool. What shows what I know about demon science. Shit on a fucking biscuit. Unless I can actually give those things too. I should probably be using rockets first. We need all 3 lives to beat this. Crafting, throwing weights. What happened here? So there's 2 health up there. Yeah, baby. Oh, we got a cutscene. Guardian for the throne. The growth was in the process of giving itself human form, to be a living embodiment of the world it was attempting to create. Its brain now destroyed, the growth's spread should be halted for good. The so-called grafting throne lay behind the carcass. Countless people had been dismantled and burned, and turned into part of the growth in the process of rebirth and holy ascension. You make your way to the throne, climbing over the great beast's body. The throne stands there, a cold and lifeless machine, from worlds beyond ours. You ready your spear, and with all your might, swing its blade towards the throne's core, in hopes of finally putting an end to this madness. In the blink of an eye, a flash of light takes away your strength. A group of dark silhouettes appear from thin air. Before you can even attempt to fight back, you are whisked away through space. You awaken in a place unknown. Only thing familiar is the ever-present smell of decay in the air. It's not designed for 21:9, so we're not getting the whole story. A little bit's cut off from the top. Alright. Advance. Oh. I guess that's all for now. That's the ending of what they have done. currently. It ends on a cliffhanger. What a feel-good ending, though. Or you could have just had that be the end of the growth and have all the growth after that be rotten, decomposing. I liked it. How can you not like it? A lot to appreciate here. So this is what you get in early access. This is episode 1. I guess further episodes will be released as they're completed, which I'm looking forward to because there's more to the story, clearly. What I was anticipating was a choice of whether or not to take the throne and become the king of this hellish world. Although, why would you wish to? What happens if you do win? If you kill all the growth, it just smothers the world in decomposition and brown, putrid slop. I guess eventually, over 1 million years, the Earth recovers and processes everything. Leaves a layer in the geological record of everything having been meat at one time. Anyway, what a lovely game. What a lovely time that was. And we get to look at my AI videos as well. I'm probably going to spend the $10 and buy the credits just to finish up more videos. I'm pleased at having found an AI voice that works. I'm pleased. I'm going to have to hire someone on Fiverr or something to voice Flicker and and Dead Metal, which are the other two I'm going to adapt to. This is the only one's short enough to be adapted to this format. Expect great things, though. I'm expecting great things. It's coming together really nicely, and it's going to be big for my brand, I hope. Fingers crossed. What to play next time, though? Incision was definitely worth the money. That's a blast. I'm looking forward to more episodes and multiplayer, especially. I think maybe more VR content next time, or maybe more AAA content. I have a Plague Tale. I never played that. I don't know if that's suitable Twitch material or not. I guess maybe we'll find out. We never played the rest of the Fox game. I kind of got tired of the Fox game. It's not that great. So maybe one, maybe the other. I'll have a think on that over the weekend. So thank you all for joining me. It wouldn't be the same without my oomfies along for the ride. Get at me again on Monday, same ham time, same ham channel. It's 7 o'clock p.m. West Coast time to 11 o'clock p.m. This is your friendly neighborhood ham dad signing off and returning you to your regularly scheduled sleepy time.